Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Between Knits and Purls with, yes, both of us here, and
what?
Special guest host is here as well, who wants to show off his feet. One of your hosts, Emily, also known as Anders Mill Knits. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Anders Mill Knits. We have a Ravelry group called Between Knits and Purls.
Yep.
You can get all the show notes on betweenknitsandpurls.com. And I think that's my spiel. So your turn.
Fair enough. And I'm your other co-host. I almost said ho-host, but whatever host today. I'm Stephanie. I can be found on Instagram and Ravelry as Farmstead Knits. And we have a Ravelry group together over there. If you guys are looking for any information, things that are going on, we just finished up our packaging and sending out of our 24 Days of Cheer Advent, which this is our 6th year in a row. And I cannot believe it's been 6 years. Emily and I created this over a conversation about, Advents are very expensive, and at that point in our life, it was not in our budget. So we came up with the 24 Days of Cheer.
Yes.
Yep.
In fact, I think I'll go grab my boxes if you continue to tell people about.
You bet.
Okay.
I haven't opened my box yet. I'm being very, very good, but I'm excited. I have mine from my swap partner already. She's already received hers in the mail. We're doing our due diligence to try and keep them in the box, not open them, and wait for the excitement to happen, because I think part of the excitement is opening them December 1st. You get to look inside, see how the packaging looks, see what's inside of it, all the little goodies, all the little trinketies, all those fun things. And I think, that's part of the magic of the swap. So for all of you guys who participated in the swap, thank you already. We are super excited and waiting for December 1st to start opening our first one. Cute buffalo plaid tape.
Yeah, she did
Cute.
such a beautiful job packaging. And I'm going to pre-apologize to my partner, who is Celeste. Is that her name? I always forget. Yes, Celeste. And her name is just Celeste on Ravelry. She is so sweet. And I was really dropping the ball this year for reasons. But she kept me on track. But I did not package mine as nicely as she did hers. I mean, look. I haven't opened the bag. But,
Don't open.
But hers is all nicely packaged, and honestly, I just stuffed all of mine into the priority flat rate box and made it.
You know what? I've always put mine in that priority flat mail because I just don't know if it's going to be over or under. And this way I just know, and I know it'll get there. And so, yeah, I have not even cracked the label on mine because I kept thinking if I open it, I'm going to open it. And I don't want to do that.
Well, we have a situation right now where I'm getting way too many pieces, and I think my husband has become very suspicious. So to prove to him that I did not buy anything.
Yeah.
I opened it and I was like, see? And then when last weekend when we were preparing for our carpet install, I got my from Charming You. Yes.
So we just call this the Maureen Show.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because you guys, I am so excited. So not only did Emily and I, which I'm sure we can open these up, show our Advent, Maureen from Charming You sent a gorgeous Advent box. Everything is in there, individually wrapped. I can't even wait to open it.
Does this look like a little box of chocolate?
I know.
I'm like,
they're so cute.
Yeah.
Her stickers are darling.
Yep.
Oh, I know. I'm so excited.
And
if you guys were lucky enough to get one of Maureen, who is Charming You's boxes, you guys are in for a treat. We have not seen it. We have no idea. Might want to watch her shop in the next couple of weeks. Might have been working with her on a Christmas colorway. I cannot say anything more other than that.
This is the first. I have other news about this, but this is. Oh.
Well, I sent her an inspiration photo and I said, what do you think about this? And of course, Maureen said, well, we just got to try that out and put it on some yarn. And I said, oh, okay, we can do that.
Well,
so exciting.
You're always doing that. Like you did that with Zebra Yarns. You've done that with a couple others.
Yeah, it's just kind of fun to work with different people that have really great dyeing skills that do that. You know, it's super fun. But should we share about Charming You and our 24 days or 24 days of cheer?
Yes, I was going to say, you'll probably be more eloquent about this. So I'm going to let you do it.
Maureen was super gracious. She has donated, I'm not sure if it's a yarn kit or a pattern kit specifically with yarn, but she is going to donate for those of you who are participating already in the 24 days of cheer swap. If you post daily within that 24-hour time period of each day, your package and maybe what you do with it, or just a little, snippet of what you got, and you put 24 days of cheer, and then you also add Charming You on the tag there, we are going to draw for a prize winner for that yarn package at the end of the 24 days of cheer. So thank you, Maureen, so much. That was so gracious of you to offer that. And we just think the world of her, and she is so kind and so lovely, and just an amazing job with color, you guys. If you have not seen her stuff, please go visit her shop.
Yes.
She does a great job.
Do we want to say the tag is 24 days of cheer and this year, or just 24 days of cheer?
I think we should probably do 24 days of cheer 22.
Okay.
Or 24 days of cheer swap 22, maybe?
Okay. Swap.
I will put
I'm putting it, I'm making a banner right now to put on our thing.
Okay. And then we will also put it on our Instagram, so you guys have that, and you can get ready for that as well, so that we can make sure that each day that you post your little package that you open up for 24 days of cheer, we can do that. And for those of you, like I said, as long as you post daily within that 24-hour time frame, you'll be entered. You have to go every single day, so try not to miss a day, and then we'll see who does it. So yeah, perfect, just like that.
Just like that. And you might want to also do the @ and do another one for Charming You, and maybe an @ for Between Knits and Purls.
Add them all.
But okay, one more last little second so you can get the.
There you go. Screenshot.
Yep. But it'll be in the show notes down below and on our website. But then also we'll make a post on it for that as well. So
yep.
And
big thank you to Maureen.
Yes. And on top of all of that, Maureen had set aside a couple of her packages, and I don't know how many she has, or if it's the entire thing, or maybe it could just be the yarn, which, mind you, this one's all being knit up and all that. But she has, for Little Cabin Knits, my audio podcast, I made her officially my sponsor because she's been so gracious. Oh my gosh, now I can't talk. Thanks, Steph. But at the end of the year, we're also going to do on Little Cabin Knits a few drawings for that as well.
Might we be knitting out of the same bag?
Well, it's a
yes.
And so stay tuned for that for Little Cabin Knits. I will definitely be recording at least twice more before the end of the year, because I was really discouraged when I went back on and it was listing me as an in out, and I was like, no, I'm not. It's just been 3 months.
That's okay. That's okay.
But,
oh, well, sorry for my look today, guys. This was in the barn today, getting things done. We're continuing with the house. We're getting things done. Lighting has been ordered. Kitchen cabinetry is coming. It's all coming along well, and I'm so excited.
Okay,
So
can I ask a question that you might not want to answer on here?
Sure.
I've always been curious about this. When people like you buy houses that are, I wouldn't say it's run down or anything like that, but just need some upgrading, right?
Older.
Yeah. Okay, so when you go for the loan, is it for the purchase amount or is it for the purchase amount plus the remodel that you think you'll need? I mean, is that a thing?
You can do either one. You can, depending on what you are wanting for your monthly payment, you can either roll the full cost of the remodel in on that. It depends on what kind of loan you take out too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But either way, you have the option to do either, just depending. So
Yeah. See, I was telling my husband to refinance so that we can actually do some nicer upgrades instead of doing it piecemeal at a time. Like, nope. I was like, he was like, we're paying cash for everything. I was like,
that's okay too. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So you just do a tiny bit at a time. But so are you guys going to, is Chris going to install the cabinets or are you guys getting a contractor in?
Well, my dad happens to be a custom homemaker.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So they might be coming out during the holidays after the first of the year, just kind of depending on what works best for them. And then we have a lot of good contacts in town. With working at the college I work with, we have an entire maintenance team that has specialties in HVAC. They have specialties in construction, all these different things, and are licensed. So they do odd jobs, side works, things like that. We will do a lot of it ourselves as well. But yeah, I think that's kind of the fun of it too. So
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm
so
super excited for you, but just on the little remodels that we've been doing around my house over the last 2 years, I'm already just exhausted, Steph, just thinking about what you're doing.
The before and after photos will be the excitement. That's what I'm excited to show.
That's very true.
Yep.
So,
yeah. Speaking of remodels, what happened at your house?
we got new carpet. Don't get dizzy, guys.
Yay!
New carpet.
New carpet. How does that make you feel?
I cannot tell you. It makes me feel like I'm rich, honestly.
Yeah. It's a whole new feel.
Yeah, our old carpet was 41 years old. It was the same age as me. The padding was razor thin. Like when they pulled up the old carpet, I looked at the old padding. I was like, ugh. And so we went for the ultra plush padding that's waterproof top and bottom. Yeah.
Good.
So I think our total cost on that was about $2,400 with the install. But then of course they get here and nothing in my house is level ever since the earthquake of 2018. So they're like, well, there's going to be some added costs because nothing is level. And so we have to do some custom work on all of your trim. And I was just like, screw you.
Just put it in and let's be done with it. Thank you. Yeah.
And that's what I ended up calling Jeremy, and I was super upset because they called me in the middle of one of my graduation parties at work. I had 2 of my cohorts graduate this last.
Oh, nice.
But I graduate, guys. They're not in college. They took a 7-week course from me that I designed everything.
Yeah.
And so 2 of my cohorts graduated this last week. So I was in the middle of a graduation party. Oh. And they call me, and of course, the man spoke extremely broken English, and it was loud. Like, what? He's saying that he's leaving? What? Is he saying he can't do the job? And so I just turned around and said, I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Yeah, and it turned out that he was trying to tell me about the added cost and stuff. So
got it.
Called Jeremy and we both agreed, like, they're not leaving until this is done. Like, we are not going through this again. So
well, it looked really good in the picture. So, and especially with being in Alaska too, you guys need that warmth with that padding and the flooring. So
exactly,
that's awesome.
So the next things to do, we need to get, because even though I remodeled the kitchen 2 years ago, maybe more than 2 years now, we didn't get the new countertops. So we need to get new countertops. Then we need to redo the bathroom, which we were do before Christmas, but I don't think that's going to happen. Because have you seen those? So you have your regular tub and you have your wall, and nowadays they're selling those shells that can go on top of your pre-existing tub, and so it's a lot more cost effective. But still, for between the tub shell and the wall shell, that was going to be another $1,000. So you just got to pace things out. So I got to save that $1,000 again. So we're probably looking at it the new year is when I'll have that. Yeah. And so, and then we need to replace at least 3 of our windows, and we feel pretty good that at that point we'll be done with our remodeling. It'll be it already feels like a completely new house.
Good.
Yeah. So, and same.
That's awesome, and it's about the feel of it, you know.
Yeah. And you know what, guys? It feels so good now to be able to just set Jimmy down on the floor without putting down all these blankets and stuff, because I don't want him touching the grimy old carpeting and stuff like that. So it feels really
good for you.
I don't know. Have you put in new carpet anywhere, Steph?
We're going to put in carpet and hardwood, but that's going to be the last thing to go in.
Okay. Well, I have vacuum every single day.
Yes, you will for a while. It's a new carpet thing.
And then they got like fiber all over my nice newly painted walls. So like every day I'm having to wipe down my walls, and the next day I come back and I'm like, wait a second, I just cleaned that yesterday. So,
yes.
Oh, well.
It's just part of renovation, you know. It is.
So, but otherwise, I've been working my BUTT off. Like, this week I worked 54 hours. I think
that's a lot of work.
So I'm gonna take Wednesday off.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it was a big week. We had graduation and all that kind of stuff. So,
well, that's good though. You're getting things done.
Yes, I'm redoing my entire training department structure with policies and everything. Nice. And in the new year, I'm going to be I'm going to move over to a completely different kind of department. I'm still going to be the director of training house. Somebody else is going to be my direct supervisor from the chief of operations and stuff like that.
Good for you.
So yeah. It's just been, it's only taken me 2 years to really advocate for myself.
Sure, that's okay.
It's there. But, I mean, nonprofit organizations, mainly, first off, it's a reactionary kind of thing. Whenever you're in a helping field, generally speaking, you're reacting rather than being proactive.
For sure.
And I'm reacting, and so is everybody else in my organization. So we are putting in a lot of really hard work so we can put in all these stopgaps that we've used in the past, just never actually made official.
I think that's great.
Stop this whole cycle. So it's going to be awesome. I'm really super excited.
You. We're getting ready to send the kids out for Thanksgiving next week. So they will have, some of them have classes, some of them don't have any for the week. Some of them have, Monday, Tuesday, but officially the college will be out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then they come back for 2.5 weeks, and then we check them out for the rest of the semester. And then they've got a whole month. So we are on the downhill slide.
2.5 weeks. It's pretty much all testing, isn't it? Right?
Wow. Yep. And we do fun stuff. We do like an exam scram night. We do midnight breakfast with ugly Christmas holiday sweater contests. And I mean, we do the whole week up. So it is from here on out is a mad rush, and it's crazy, but it's fun. So
Stephanie, be honest. To your own horn here. How many of these cool things did you create?
A lot of them. Yeah.
And that's Stephanie being boastful, my friend. A lot of them.
It's fun. I get to have fun with the college age kids. We get to plan these really big events. I have another gal who works on my team, the dean of students, and we have a good time. It's fun.
That's
It is.
I'm so glad that you have some support and you have people that you can.
Yeah.
I hope you have people that you feel like you can joke around with as well as do serious work with.
I do, and then I have a staff of 25 underneath me. So I have resident directors who are all master students, and then under them are our resident assistants who are upperclassmen. So I have a staff of 25. So we're getting ready to do a big Christmas party for them for the end of the year. I might have bought them all matching Christmas jammies for their Christmas gifts. I will have to bring a picture. It is going to be so fun.
Are you going to make them wear it the night of?
Yes! We're going to give it to them early so that they can come to the party dressed in their jammies.
Oh, that sounds
It'll be super fun. It'll be fun. Yeah.
That includes you too? Do you have the same ones?
Oh, yes. The entire, my full staff, the upper staff. Yes, it will be fun. And we're going to do like a soup, salad, and breadstick lunch that day. And then we're going to do just like a white elephant gift exchange after that. So it'll be fun.
I love the holidays. I feel like these are the kind of the times that, honestly speaking, we as co-workers can really let loose and really get to know each other on a silly level. I went, Jeremy had, or Mr. Radio, whatever you want to call him, in his new job, for the municipality, they had a turkey lunch, I want to call it, this last Thursday. So I had another graduation party on Thursday. So I ran straight from there to Jeremy's company party, or I don't know what they call it, municipality party.
Sure.
And it was so much fun. It was held in this huge warehouse, and and there was table after table after table of employees there and their family members, and it was so awesome. And of course, Jimmy was the star of Jeremy's department. Like, everybody was holding him, even people who say, I like babies, but from a distance. They couldn't help themselves. They were holding him and stuff. And it was so bad because Jimmy's co-workers left early, so they gave us their raffle tickets.
Oh,
because everybody issued one at the door. All 4 of our tickets won. I mean, they weren't big prizes. They were like headlamps and.
Good for you guys, though.
Yeah, so we shared with whenever our extra tickets won, we let people get it because we felt so bad. We don't have good luck. Yeah, we're winning. I mean, it has to be Jimmy. He has to be our good luck.
Oh, well, it sounded like you had a good time.
It was a lot of fun. Jeremy had stayed up really late the night before making incredibly, I think it was a 25-pound bag of potatoes he made into mashed potatoes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a lot of potatoes.
Yeah. Help him, but I was so exhausted. I had to go to bed. I couldn't. I felt really bad.
It happens. It happens. Oh. Have you been knitting at all?
A little bit. So I finished Jimmy's hat, but I can't find it now. I last time I was at my parents' house, so it's probably still there. Yeah. But I'll insert a picture of Jimmy wearing his hat here, but it's Albert's. It's he's got a huge noggin, so it's already feeling kind of tight on him. So I might have.
That's all right. It's all right. He'll grow into it. It's all good.
Yes.
Well, at least you've got the hat, and he's got plenty of hats going forward, and that's pretty cool, though.
Yes, and like I was telling Steph, he was wearing one of the sweaters that one of his knitting aunties made him today.
Yes,
but he had a blowout, and it got
everywhere.
Poopy on it, so
Right. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh.
Okay, but what about you?
Cool.
Gotta feed him.
I only finished my sister. So I've been knitting these for my sisters. And this is the Just a Hat. And guys, it is super easy. This is Aran weight wool. And I actually use the Lion Brand's Fisherman wool. And it's got It's so nice. It's got a little bit of the lanolin on it, so it's going to be kind of waterproof, and it's a thicker cap. But it just, and I thought about putting a pom-pom on it, and then I was like, but I think they're kind of cute. You know, I'm going to totally butcher my hair, but you know, super long brim.
What needle size did you use on that?
I want to say like a 6, USA 6.
Because that's got so much incredible structure. Is that just because that's the Lion brand?
It's it's the yarn, and it's also the stitch pattern.
Oh,
so I did one in like the natural oatmeal, and then one in the chocolatey brown.
I love them.
Yeah. I was hoping to get matching mittens done in time, but we'll see how that goes, because I've got other things I have got to finish.
Yeah. You have your regular things that you have to knit every Christmas, but on top of that, right now, you've got some major projects going on, girl. So.
Imagine that. Some other things going on. Yeah. But those were a really good one. I do believe this is a free pattern. This is a great one if you've got just a random skein. But this could be easily a men's hat, a women's hat. Super fun.
I could see a lot of guys wearing that too.
Yeah, I think so too, for sure.
Yeah.
That's all I finished though. Nothing spectacular, but
yeah, I know. I wish I had more things finished, but I mean, I go in stages. Some days both. So I don't know, Stephanie, I don't know if I told you, but now my left thumb hurts and clicks, by the way. It clicks.
What are they saying it's attributed to?
I didn't even go to the doctor for this one. I was just like, am I going to do anything? But they, like the other one, this one, they were pretty sure that I had that small tear in something. Yeah. I don't know if it's a ligament, a muscle. I don't really care at this point. I just know that it really. But some days they hurt really, really bad, and some days they feel pretty good. But even on the days that they feel pretty good, I'm scared to knit. You know?
Well, because it hurts so bad.
Mm-hmm. So,
have you ever tried those copper gloves?
I forgot about those. I did buy myself some compression gloves that I wore while I was painting, and now I don't know where they are because I had to go in the wash, obviously, after painting. Yeah. But will you send me the link, and I'll even put it in the
yeah, because it's like a compression glove, but it has copper in it, and it's supposed to help alleviate joint pain, muscle pain, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But yeah, let me find a link and I'll do that.
Yeah, I remember a couple years ago when knitting ergonomics was a huge hot button topic. Those copper gloves everybody was talking about. It felt like, yeah. So yeah, I will. Oh, you gotta go.
Awesome.
So okay. You share what you've been working on while Jimmy.
I am also continuing the love of Maureen with my Halloween bag that I have that is just perfect. Mrs. Claus knits a pair of socks every year for everybody in the family. So this year I just did Scrappy socks.
Oh, I love so much. Oh my gosh, look at those. Oh, wait, is that self-striping?
So this is like a powder blue with the purple and the green flecks already in it. Oh. And then I just got crazy. So I got one done, almost halfway with the other one.
Who's this?
So I did that. This one's for the older one. And I did like a shorty-ish. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah. And then the other one, I'm trying to use up scraps. So I'm going to do heels, toes, and cuffs in this, which is Rock and String Creation. And I don't know what color it is. And then I have just a teal that goes right like that.
Yeah, and it's perfect. So I see the teal in there. Yeah.
Right? Awesome. So I'll do that for the other one. And then I was really honored. Emily last year when she had her baby, I got to gift her a tradition that I'm hoping she will be using this year. Every year at our house, we read the children's version of the Glenn Beck story of the Christmas sweater. I don't have it with me, otherwise I would show it to you guys. Each of my children both have a copy of the book. And every year since they are born, or they were born, I have knit them a Christmas sweater. So I am frantically knitting these sweaters to get them done. Frantically.
Last year, wasn't it also frantic as well?
Yes, I know. I waited too long. It was ridiculous. Anyway, I should not do this to myself, and I did. Anyway, so they read the story, and then they get their sweater. And I can't not do it now because they are 7 and 9, and I can't break the streak. And then we take a picture every year, and I have it printed, and there's an envelope that I've taped into the back of the book. So they, when they get older, will have a copy of every year's sweater. Blah, 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 sappy story, whatever. But I was able to gift Emily the book last year so that she can start that too. So
I don't have it either because it's at the bottom of a big pile of stuff.
You'll find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have to move everything so we can do it.
Oh, gosh, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Great. I know. Yeah. So I've started one of them. This is called Dorn, Dorn.
Whoops. Dorn, not down there. Dorn. Okay.
There you go. Sorry. That's okay. This is a free pattern. I don't know how you say that brand.
Hobby? I mean, isn't it just Hobby?
H-O-B-B-I-I? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this was a free pattern I saw on Ravelry. I also saw it on Instagram. It's super cute. She had done it in like navy and then a variegated multicolor something up here. Super easy color work, top down cowl neck, and then you just flip for the sleeves, and then you just go down. So it should be pretty easy. So I can't show you. Well, yeah, it is free, so I can show you the chart. Super good instructions right there. I'm almost, you can see I'm almost to the top on that. Cute little.
For a free sweater. I think that's pretty awesome of her.
Right? I thought so too. And there wasn't actually a lot of people. I think it's fairly new. So there wasn't a lot of people who'd done it yet. So I thought, this will be kind of cool. I am using Blue Moon Fiber Arts Woo Boo in the gray. And then I'm doing the medium weight Socks That Rock. So it should be
pretty darn.
It's either a sport or a DK sweater. I don't remember which, but it's one of the two. So I had those in stash, which yay me. That was exciting. And it's all bunched up on the needles here, guys. So forgive me. I will show you though. I have started, and it's hearts.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
And so again, because it's a variegated, it looks like it's painted. It's supposed to be like a painted look.
Yes.
But I think it'll be cute. So this one will be for McKinley, for my older one. And then I have the same color gray for the body of the sweater for the little one, except her color is a navy purple and peach variegated. Ooh. Yeah. So both, Blue Moon Socks That Rock. They were one-off, or, medium weight, but they were like one-off colors that I'd gotten. So I've been frantically knitting away on that. But
okay. When did you cast that on?
I cast that on maybe a week ago.
Wow.
So, and again, I mean, once you get through this part and you split for sleeves, it's just straight stockinette. So it won't kill me. I actually thought, and I don't know how crazy I am, I thought about doing both the yolks first and then just powering through the rest.
So funny because I was literally just about to suggest that.
Yeah, because I mean, not that this is hard, but it is a little bit of brain work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Aren't those cute with those hearts?
I know. It's so adorable.
I'm so excited.
Or do you think that like you said, it's not hard. It's just some brain work.
Right.
Would it be more relaxing to you to get both the yolks done now, or would it be more relaxing to be working on the body of one while working on the yolk of the other?
That's a good question. I think in all honesty, I think I might feel better if I get one fully completed You know what I mean? And then that way it's like, okay, I've got one done. And let's be honest, I've got like 6 weeks. I
Yeah.
will get it done, but I just don't want it to be last minute, crazy up till who knows whatever. Although I will if I need to.
Yeah. Well,
But 2 sweaters is a lot more work than 1 sweater.
do they open these on Christmas or Christmas?
Christmas morning. So that is the first thing we do is we start with Daddy had read the book every year up till last year because McKinley reads so proficiently. She read it to her sister and the family last year. So
Oh, that's
it was so
so
cute. It was so cute. Yeah. So.
I love it. Oh yeah.
You know what I should do next time? I should get you all the pictures so we can show the year-to-year one. Oh, I'll have to remind me of that, and I'll see if I can pull them up because they're really cute. Or even just a couple years worth or something, you know?
Because
But
I wanted that same thing, but I talked about in this last episode when you weren't here that I just don't even know if I can knit Jimmy a sweater this year because of how my hands are. I
know.
I have to make the decision. Either I'm going to try and knit him a sweater, or I'm going to knit him his Christmas stocking. To tell you the truth, I feel like the sweater is A, more manageable, and B, more important to
And
me.
truly, if you use a worsted weight yarn on a little guy, that should go pretty quick. You know what I mean? Even if the first one is pick a pattern, a tin can knits, easy pullover, you know what I mean? Something easy so you can get through it. At least you'll have the tradition started, take the photo, and read him his first story.
Yep, and I'd already had planned. I have all the extra yarn because heaven knows I always overbuy yarn when I knit myself or Mr. Radio a sweater.
What are you talking about?
I have enough yarn left over from our wedding sweaters to knit them all over. So I've been plucking away at it. So like the Anchor's hat, or Andor's hat, Albert's hat. There we go.
Yeah.
That was knit out of leftovers from Mr. Radio's wedding sweater. And I thought I would knit Jimmy from that. And I think it would be very appropriate to do.
That'd be super special, too, knowing it's out of your guys' wedding sweater yarn. Yeah.
Because Mr. Radio's, oh my gosh, it would be so cute. The wedding sweater I did for Mr. Radio is a tin can knit sweater. So that means they have it in newborn size. Our 6-month size. I could do that.
I think you just made a decision right there.
Oh my gosh, that would be so adorable if they were wearing it. Oh, where does Daddy begin and Jimmy end? We don't know.
That would be so cute and so special too, you know?
Yeah, it would. Okay, decision made. I'll have to get tonight and stuff because I'll tell you, my favorite modality of knitting, hands down, is Fair Isle or multicolor knitting.
It's so fun.
Yeah, when I was going through all of my knitting books, hold on one second, let me show you.
Yeah.
I have so many stitch patterns and like Fair Isle and all this kind of stuff, but the two that really stood out to me was my Michelle Boulin's.
Oh, yes.
Like, I want to knit from this so badly, and it's not just that it's got the knitting patterns in it. It's got the history. It talks about the breed of sheep that are like traditional uses. Yeah. But then again, so I'm going to try and cover up the.
Sure. They're gorgeous.
There we go.
They're gorgeous.
I mean, yep. And
I have knit one pair of Selbu gloves, not mittens, but gloves, and I thought I was going to shoot myself, for my mother-in-law. And I'm sure she still has them somewhere. But wow, you want to talk about a labor of love, but at the same time, it's so fun.
I know. And I found all these other things, like, for instance, like make your own idea book from Arnie. This isn't knitting, mind you. But
I didn't know they had a craft book.
Yes, and it's so cool. It's like art journaling stuff in here. But
Yeah.
just getting all these things out and looking through them as I gave away almost 100 books. We're donating over almost 100 books of mine, and Mr. Radio had to pick 30 to donate as well.
Good
and
for you guys.
Yeah, I was lording it over him last night or something about how. And then I got a package in the mail today.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'd forgotten when I was sick with the flu. I ordered like 10 books, and one of them is this one. I've been waiting. This is a brand new release.
I saw that. I would want. Oh, I've got to know. You got to tell me if that's good or not.
Yeah, I was gonna start reading it tonight in bed. So.
Did you read the original Hugo book?
Yeah.
Okay.
On my
like it's the teeny little one, right? It's like a teeny little.
No, he has a second Hugo book. Hugo.
Okay.
Sorry. Hugo.
Yeah.
Mr. Radio.
I read the original one when it came out originally, and it's like one of those teeny coffee devotional size books.
Oh, I did not. I don't have that one.
You probably get it on audio now.
Yeah, I kind of collect Hugo books. For heaven's sakes, where did it go? I tried to make
you'll find it.
Yeah, I tried to make everything in order, and then Mr. Radio came in with all of his books and just started moving everything around, and I was like, I have a system, and I didn't tell you what it was, but it doesn't give you the excuse to make up a new system.
Oopsie.
I was joking, but at the same time, I didn't have a very nice tone of voice when I said it.
Fair enough. Oh my goodness.
Okay. So the only thing that I have on my needles that I'm currently like actively working on,
right,
is my Musselburgh hat. But I am. So here's the first hat.
How are you liking that?
The Musselburgh?
Mm-hmm.
Great. But the fingering weight yarn on my hands is extremely painful. So I would knit this again, but if my hands continue to be like they are, I'm probably not going to be knitting with fingering weight in the near future. So, but great thing about the pattern is it's a recipe, and so I can knit it with Aran weight, honestly.
I hear people just rave about that pattern.
Yeah. To tell you the truth,
Zebra.
Yeah, she's knit a couple, I think.
Anna's knit. She just cast on another one at the pool the other day. I was like, man, I have got to do that.
Yeah. The thing is it is a recipe book, but a recipe pattern. But think about it. Do you want a double thickness Aran weight hat? I mean, I live in Alaska, and I don't want that. So, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to see if I can't show, because I talked about it on my audio podcast.
And that's your Charming You?
Yes, my July
so pretty.
Christmas in July color. I don't think you can.
Was that not such a beautiful color?
Here, you see this right here?
Yeah.
You see all the monkey stitches there? So below there, all of this was before I hurt my hand. As soon as you start seeing the monkey stitches, it's and then if you hold it up, do you see how it increases? Can you see how it flares out right about here?
That's a significant gauge change.
Yeah. And so I don't think I'm going to power through and finish this, because I am on the crown decreases.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want this hat, really want it. But after that, I'm not going to knit socks for who knows how long. Mm-hmm. Even though, on 2 pairs of socks that I've started, the one pair I started in the hospital, and the other pair I started for Mr. Radio on the 4th of July with Anna's from Zebra Yarns.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those are really close to being done. But A, I don't trust my gauge, and B, it's on fingering weight small needles, and it just hurts much. So everything's going to have to be either sport to DK /
And you have so much fingering weight yarn.
That's what I was just going to say. Guess who gets to go shopping now? I'm teasing, but I'm not at the same time.
Well, and you have talked in the past about doing a Instagram D-stash.
Yeah.
You know, if that were something that like you got to the point where you're like, hey, I really cannot do this anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mr. Radio and I were talking about that. It might have just been last night.
Yeah.
Because he still has like he's got a huge collection of video games of all the different styles or systems.
Sure.
What they're called? I
Don't
don't
ask
know.
me. I have no idea.
Yeah. And it's a really impressive collection, and I really he does use them like and stuff like that. So I have got just as an impressive collection of yarn. 98.75% of which is fingering weight. But I was telling him, like, this is all really special yarn. Like, it's not like I can go out tomorrow and buy another skein of this. I can't. Even if Maureen were to dye me another colorway, another skein of it, it would not be the same.
But I think for you going forward, you will now know, hey, I'm buying DK worsted weight yarn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think from now on, like the lightest yarn I will be purchasing is maybe sport. Maybe. Yeah. I'm kind of leery of that as well. And I'm leery of anything that is too stiff. Like for instance, linen yarn, or cotton. Like I've been wanting to knit some wash, but I'm too afraid to knit with my organic cotton because it's the same problem. It hurts my hands at the best of times. Like I'm rubbing my thumbs right now, like thinking about how much pain they would be in.
Joke, right? Ugh.
Yeah. My sister Amy says when her last daughter was born, which let's see, Meadow was born when my sister was turning 41. So Meadow is about 7 years old now. But my sister Amy thinks that the same thing happened to her when she was picking up Meadow, is that she tore something. And she said it took her over 2 years to heal. And she said she still feels a twinge now and then. Yeah. And so this is 7 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not promising. Thank you.
But I think probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my stash. And I'm going to put some things that are truly special aside that I want to someday knit. Some things aside that I know I can hold double. Some things that I want to put in the prize pile for both here and Little Cabin Knits. And then
for sure.
And then Instagram.
Yeah, go from there.
Yeah. Because can you imagine how much money I would make if I did an Instagram? Because I have thought to myself, I think I've got more than $10,000 worth of yarn.
And you've got some nice stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, granted, that's a 20-year collection period. Okay?
And it's not like yarn has an expiration date. You know what I mean?
No. And that's
your yarn has been kept in totes, in plastic. I mean, they are they're brand new. They're in pristine order.
I have literally never had a bug infestation because I've always been super scared. I remember Knit One, Purl Two. Was that what they were called? Oh my gosh, I forgot. Knit One, Love Two? No.
Wendy and
yeah.
Why can't I think of her name?
I can't remember. Sheila?
But is that it? Wendy and Sheila. Yes, good job.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I haven't heard from Wendy in a long time. I better message her. I miss her. Yeah. We should have her on the podcast. Even if she's still making jewelry. Oh.
Is she still?
I have no idea. I haven't seen a post from her. She hasn't messaged me. Granted, I haven't messaged her. But you know, I can't remember how long ago this was, but it was a long time ago. Wendy showed the remnants of what happened when she got some kind of bug infestation in her yarn and everything she went through. And from that moment on, I was like,
yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. I think she even had a ball of Volmisa that had been eaten through. And I was like, Volmisa? No. Yeah. I was appalled. I felt so bad for her.
I know. Well,
Any
hopefully, I'm just hoping that it gets better. That's my hope.
yeah, me too. But I mean,
Yeah.
there are some things that I can knit double, and it'll be DK
Oh yeah.
weights.
Oh, for sure.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's not what I envisioned for them. I never buy a fingering weight yarn thinking to myself, I'm gonna hold it double.
Right.
Because I buy fingering weight yarns because I feel like they're pieces of artwork,
Mhm.
and
For
I
sure.
want my knitting to reflect that artwork, right?
Absolutely.
Even holding it double for the most part changes the entire piece. It goes from a Monet to a, inspired by Emily. I can't draw stick figures, so that'll tell you what I mean. So,
Well, there you go.
yeah.
Oh
Anyway,
my goodness.
all right.
Um,
Wait, where you are. Do you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
no, I was just gonna say, do you have anything that you wanted to publicly be thankful for this year, since we probably won't see any of our viewers before Thanksgiving?
It's so true.
Mhm.
It's actually very hard for me this year to pinpoint one thing. I
Ooh.
mean, obviously, like ridiculously obviously, it's Jimmy. Like,
Yeah.
um, we were at Walmart today, and Jimmy makes these cute little noises whenever he's happy. Like he'll do things like "oh," that kind of thing. And so we were walking down the one of the aisles, and Jimmy went "oh," and Jeremy and I both immediately afterward, in unison, went "oh," right back to him. Not even caring that we were in a public place or anything like that. We both stopped and were like, "Yep, we're officially ridiculous at this point." But like he just makes everything better. Like to say he's like the cherry on top is an understatement. He also makes everything extremely difficult. Like getting my job done is
Yeah.
so hard.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I had my way, but we don't live in a society that makes this possible anymore, that we would
Right.
be a one family. Like, and especially in Alaska, it's pretty
Mhm.
much impossible to be a one income family up here. Plus, but then if you're a two income family, well, what do you do with the kiddo? Like, do you send him to daycare? Well, you're paying pretty much your entire paycheck to daycare, so that doesn't make sense. Go to a one income household, but we can't afford it. Do you see what's
Yeah.
going on here?
It's
So
I've been there, done that, and made that sacrifice.
yeah, and it's been pretty difficult to as an understatement, difficult to do my job, and that's why I haven't been very much of communicado with everybody, posting very frequently and things
That's
like that.
okay.
Just I'm exhausted all the time, like to the point that I'm queasy. I'm exhausted. But my work, that's the other thing I'm grateful for, is my work is understanding of that. And like they welcome Jimmy in our meetings. Like they welcome, like whenever I have to go into the office, everybody wants to hold him. I have coworkers that steal him from me.
That's
And
so cool. That's awesome. Yeah.
So I'm grateful to
That is
have
very
a
cool.
work environment
Mhm.
that is so inclusive like that.
Mhm.
So, what about
Absolutely.
you?
Well, mine obviously is my husband and my now 15-year marriage, which I'm very excited about. And my two children. I have been blessed beyond what I deserve, just with my family. And our new property and our new farmhouse has been such a joy. I think all those are a given, obviously, as Emily and I talk about. I'm thankful this year for some of the either podcasting friends or friends that I have met in person, that have made us who we are. People like Maureen, who are generous, and people like Nancy and Yvonne, Nitty Bitty Sisters, or
Are they?
um,
Oh, I
I
love
mean,
them.
the list, yeah, they're so sweet. Or, I mean, I'm sure we could both think of 100 different people. And, we don't really think about it in those terms. Oh, we're on Instagram. Oh, we shoot them a text. Oh, we whatever. But I really am appreciative for those people. They're not in-person people, all of them, but it to me, it doesn't really matter because there's still a friendship piece behind that. And obviously, Emily and I have been in-person friends for a long time, but a lot of our friendship has been over the phone or over Zoom or just general text message. And I think for people who get the crazy that we are, I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I completely agree. I feel like my closest and dearest friends have been because you are one of my best friends. Like I have about 4 people that I consider my best friends in the world. Half of them are people that I have met because of the knitting verse. And the other 2 people I introduced to the knitting verse. So they're are all knit fanatics,
And there's nothing wrong with that.
But none of my friends live close to me, and at the same time, I still feel that deep, wonderful connection with you guys because of these shared experiences that we have, the appreciation that we have, but also the respect that we have for each other. Like Stephanie and I don't agree on everything.
Correct. Yeah.
But I have never once felt like you have judged me when I have disagreed with you or what have you, right?
Sure.
And I hope you feel the same way.
I do. And I think that's what's important too. In a time in our world, and I'm not trying to get on a soapbox here, folks, but in a time where our world is such a cancel culture, you're a one and done person, for me, there's still grace. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to be who you are. That's what makes friendship possible. And that's what I appreciate about our friendship. It's okay to be different. Totally. So.
And I think if you go back and you watch or listen to most of the audio podcast or knitting YouTube channels, one of the first things they say in their introductory video is, I want to create a community. I feel like I think this, I think I said the exact same thing in my very first episode, which, oh my gosh, that was like, stab me in the eyes bad.
You should replay some of those old ones.
I'm too scared to. I'm way too scared to. There's a reason why we do that. It's because our world has become so disconnected, and yet at the same time we have found ways to reconnect with each other, and one of them is through this medium here. And you're making comments down in the comment section. I try every week to go in and read them all and either respond or at least let you know I liked it. And I wonder what my life would be like if I never had done this, because I think it would be a lot poorer as far as enriched wise.
Well, and as well, you never know, and Emily and I talk about this all the time, you never know what that one person needs that day when you text message them or you send them something on Instagram and I'm just thinking about you, or, oh gosh, that's a really pretty project. Maybe that person had a horrible, rotten day and you were the only thing that made that day good. I want to be that for somebody, and which is so funny. If you walk into my office, I have a huge sign on my back wall that says, be the reason that somebody smiles today. And that's what I tell my students. That's what I tell my staff. Just give someone a reason to smile today. And that's enough. That's enough. So, but we just wanted to tell you all from the bottom of our hearts, we are so thankful for all of you guys that have watched our crazy weirdness for who knows how long. We appreciate you all.
And you know what? We guarantee you that our unique kind of crazy will continue. We will not be normal anytime soon.
What you see is what you get.
For instance, today, her entire life has wanted an Amy Grant inspired sweater from the 1980s.
I
and
love
finally
it.
got one. I mean,
I love it.
yeah, and that's just who we are. You know, we're just
Well, for us two 80s girls who grew up listening to Amy Grant and singing Amy Grant.
Yeah. I wonder where she is today. I wonder. I mean, her original Christmas album is the gem.
Dynamic.
Yes.
Dynamic. I think she and Vince Gill still live in Tennessee. Not far from me.
Okay. We're gonna be coming down next
we are where we live in the state of Kentucky. We are less than 40 minutes from Tennessee.
Right, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Whatever it was when we were trying to figure out what dates that Jeremy and I, during that conversation time, I went on and I found out how far away you were from Dolly World. I was telling Jeremy.
Yes. Dollywood is a huge experience for where we live. Yes, we're in one of those weird places where like we're an hour from this and we're an hour from this and we're an hour from this, and it's like, let's just take a road trip.
Yes. It's so nice. And yet at the same time, I still don't think I could handle living there. As beautiful and wondrous and as easy as it is for you to get around, it's the heat. I'm sorry. I just don't think I could do it.
July and August are hot. There's no question about it. The rest of the year is beautiful, but July and August are.
I can't do it.
I don't blame you. I'm still getting adjusted.
Yep. Well, I'm going to sign off and go and put on A Tender Tennessee Christmas and and we hope that you guys all have a wonderful Thanksgiving and know that we're thinking of you and that we are incredibly grateful for you. So
yes.
And let's see if we can get it right. Well, let's see if Emily can get it right.
Okay, you go for it. Until next time, remember,
life happens between knits and pearls. She always has to start it for me.
It's all right. Happy Thanksgiving.